Hey everyone, so I've added some new things onto my Mercari page for anyone who's interested. From time to time, y'all ask me about it, so I just started doing this intro because I was like, I don't want to try to mention it in every video. So, of course, you know I decluttered my closet in 2024, so there are clothes up there from it. Y'all know I'm always decluttering makeup periodically to give to my cousins and try to keep my collection as fresh as possible and without overflow. So, you know, I got some makeup up here, of course. I do have some of my son's things available for anyone who's interested. Just random side note. So he has some new Jordans up there, some new clothes from when he was in elementary school with newer tags. If anyone's interested, I will be adding fragrance and other things, so stay tuned for that. But on to today's video. What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace Honey, and today we're gonna get into another eyeshadow versus. So in today's eyeshadow versus, we have Cosmic Beauty up against Ensley Rain. So I had a few palettes from both these brands. I have very few palettes from Ensley Rain. The last thing I bought from them, I think, was the Cold Moon palette, but both of them look like this. I have 2 or 3 sets of them. Wait, no, sorry. I have 4 sets of palettes from each brand that we're going to show off and decide upon which one of the 4 to use. The first one I just showed you all, I have already done a video on, so obviously I'm not going to do those. But between the other 3, we'll figure them out. So if you like videos like this, I do tons of eyeshadow content, like why you don't need. I do battles of older palettes versus newer palettes. I basically try to give you alternatives to like new things on the scene for old things in your collection to help save coin in this economy, because girl is really disrespectful and ridiculous. So if you like content like that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I also do complexion videos. I love a good makeup complexion video, so I've done one of those recently. Should be popping up over my face. I love to do a good fragrance video. Finally, if you like a good fashion video, I do fashion shorts at least twice a week now. I've been doing them for the last 6 months. Someone asked me about starting to do fashion videos and show my style, or sense of style I should say, so I finally started doing them and I've been enjoying it somewhat. I have some longer form content video though for those of you who want to know how I style the pieces and what pieces they are, just opposed to me, you know, like showing you an outfit of the day and going on with my day. So I did one on TJ Maxx because I go there every week to show you all what's new at the TJ Maxx by my house. I have one on a brand called Johansson for a more higher end, like indie-ish type clothing brand. I'll have another one of those coming in the springtime, and then I've done one for my fashion forward girlies who don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on layering pieces for some of their expensive things. I've done one on Forever 21. So if you like that sort of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Now into this video. So I'm gonna just start with the one I showed you all, which is the Cosmic Beauty Winter Wonderland up against the Land of Enchantment from Ensley Rain Cosmetics. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I love a blue, green, purple moment, so this palette was stunning, amazing, and everything I needed. So it doesn't matter how many of these palettes come out, the majority of the time I will still pick it up regardless, because this is just the color story that I personally love. I'm trying to get better at that though, and not be purchasing everything just because I like the brand. But if I review the brand a lot, I feel like it's important for me to try out and make sure their form is consistent, stuff like that. So I end up buying a lot from them. I was good and didn't buy the Christmas palette though. Y'all should be proud of me. I was good, but I love the formula of this brand, and their price point is absolutely amazing. Just keep in mind when it comes to shipping, you'll have to spend a lot on shipping. I think their shipping is like $15, but the palette's usually like in the 28 like range. So with the $15 shipping, it still makes it like the price of a normal palette here in America, like 40 bucks, and you get amazing quality. So I definitely recommend trying Cosmic Beauty, and this is one of my favorite palettes from them. So the color story gets a 1 from me, the formula gets a 1 from me, the price point gets a 1 from me, and I like the way the looks turned out. So there you go. Then we have the Land of Enchantment. Now, a lot of people don't like the fact that they were doing AI art. The owner said they were going to change it up in the future though, and not do the AI art thing anymore. So hopefully they have changed it since then. I don't know. I haven't bought anything, like I said, since Cold Moon, at least for myself. So I can't tell you too much about that. But moving forward, I guess you'll see if they actually changed it or not. This is what it looks like on the inside. I think it's a absolutely stunning color story. Again, I do feel like it has a little bit more depth when it comes to pastels than the Winter Wonderland did, and it gives you some nice pinks as well as purple, so you can do like a pinky mini look, or you can do a blue, green, and purple look. So I do like that fact about it a little bit more. The price point of their things are really high though, so that's just something to keep in mind. So I wouldn't give the price point on this a point. The formula is nice. When I first tried their matte formula, I wasn't necessarily crazy about it. It was something I had to adjust to, but I do like their matte formula. Their shimmer formula is just as nice as Adept, and y'all know I live for an Adept palette, so that gave it a point for me. So their formula is nice, their color stories are nice, the looks I got out of it was nice. I just don't like their price point. I think it's quite high, so that's just, a personal thing for me, so they're gonna get a 3 instead of 4. So far Cosmic Beauty is ahead. Next Cosmic Beauty we have is the Cool Truths versus the last one I bought, which is the Cold Moon palette. So now keep in mind, these don't look exact. I got some that I felt like had similar color stories. They didn't have to be like perfectly exact, but I felt like the themes were on trend when it came to the same thing. Like a Cool Truths palette, they're cool tone shadows. They aren't exactly as cool as the other ones because they did more of a purplish mauve tone, and I feel like they did more of like the play it safe, neutral, grayish type tones. This is personally my personal type of color story when it comes to Cool Truths. I like to have the nice cool blue moment and a nice cool mauve moment. So I prefer the color story of this one over Cool Moon, but I will say I prefer the shimmers in Cool Moon over the Cool Truths palette from Cosmic Beauty. So with the Cosmic Beauty palette, of course I like the formula, I like the color story, I like the looks I came up with. I didn't love them, I liked them okay, so I'll go ahead and give them another 4. Then we have the Cold Moon, and then I'll show them both so you can see what I'm talking about and how they took 2 different turns. Like they decided to do more gray and mauve, where they decided to do more blue and mauve. So if you cover it up like this, it does give similar vibes, but once you add the bluish portion in, that's when it doesn't look as similar as this palette does. But I feel like it's close enough, so that's why I thought it was okay to squeeze it in here. Obviously we're not going to use this one, so it's going to be down to like the last 2 sets of palettes I show you all to determine what I use. So as you can see, these shimmers look absolutely stunning and amazing. So that's what I love about this palette. The shimmers are stunning and amazing. I'm not necessarily crazy about the color story after we get done with the mauves, because I don't know, the mauves and the grays just aren't really a perfect combination for my personal liking. So the color story is okay, it's not exceptional, but I will still give it a point for that, especially because I know with all of them I'm gonna take away a point for the price point. So it still gets another 3, so it's like 6 to 8. So their price point just isn't it for me compared to other brands I bought from. So that's just a me thing. You can use code Dionluvs15 at Ensley Rain and get a discount that way. Next we have the Cosmic Beauty Muse palette. They were Cosmic brushes when this palette came out, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I love the color story of this. I feel like it's a unique fall tone palette that I feel like you don't get from a lot of brands. I feel like a lot of brands just usually try to dip to like berry tones or something like that when it comes to fall. So I feel like this was a fun and unique version of a fall palette, and I absolutely loved it. So this one gets a 4 from me for all the things I ranked. The formula across the board as far as consistency goes with Cosmic Beauty has been great for me. I've never had issues with any of the formulas being off or different from other formulas, so I appreciate that from them. I haven't heard anyone else say that they felt like the formula was off, that all the formulas seem consistent around the board to me, but that's just me. Here is what they look like side by side, so this is it up against it. Again, I said they weren't going to be exact. This one isn't exact either, but to me this one is a little bit closer than that one. It just seems like this one doesn't have any oranges in it, and they did yellow instead of orange, but they both still have a similar vibe, so that's why I chose them. I do feel like the Ensley Rain one is more grungy though, so I just I think I actually like the shimmers in here a little bit better. I always like their shimmer formula because it reminds me of the Adept Cosmetics one. Their formula is just as nice as Adept, but I feel like Adept doesn't charge as much, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on with that. But to me with this brand, it's just always about price. That's why I always have to say I like everything about them except the price. So this gets another 3 because it does have some nice grungy tones on the bottom. It does have really nice shimmers at the top. Recently I think they've been doing more matte to like shimmer ratio, more mattes than shimmer ratio. I think I heard Angie saying that in one of her videos, but this gets another 3, so we got 9 to 12. Now this is the one I think we're gonna use for comparisons, the Cosmic Beauty Delights palette, Delicious Delights up against the Strawberry Moon from Ensley Rain. I feel like these are the ones that'll do the best for me. So this is a cute little like rainbow-esque type unique palette. I like the color story of this. I think it's really nice. I like the fact that they didn't do a traditional rainbow palette with all like kind of traditional primary colors. When it came to the rainbow, they did something a little bit unique, so I appreciated that. I love the shifting shade right here called Sprinkles. I think it just adds something extra because of the way it shifts and how many different tones it can go with. So I definitely like this palette. It gets a 4 from me. And then we have Strawberry Moon. Let me show them side by side together, so you'll see why I feel like we could possibly get a look with both of these. So this is what they look like side by side. As you can see, they both have the purple, the pink, the blue, and a little bit of green. I mean, there's more green in Cosmic Beauty than there is in Ensley Rain, but I feel like there's enough in them to where we could pull it off, which is why I want to use these 2 in particular. So I think this was the most affordable one out of all the ones that they had. And I have the older formula. As you can see, it doesn't have the new square, smaller pans. So the original pans were this size and they were bigger. The next one I bought after this one was the Harvest Moon. And that was when they changed the pan size over to what you're used to seeing now. I personally love this color story. I feel like this is a funner version of the Strawberry Moon from Ulta Beauty Manny MUA's brand. I definitely liked it just as much as I like that one, but I feel like this one gives more unique and fun colors. So these are the two that we're going to put side by side together, and I'll actually be able to give all 4 to this one, so that bumps it up to, what is it, a 10 instead of it being a 9. So wait, no, we were at, yeah, I think we were at 9 and 12, so we add the 4 to that, so it'll be 13 instead of, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go off camera and get my life in. When I'll come back, we'll have Ensley, Cosmic, so on and so forth swatched on my arm, and then I will do a look with each eye on camera so you can see how each of them performs throughout, and then we'll tally up as a whole and decide who won the battle. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all get the apps prepped and ready to go. So these are the swatches. We're gonna do a pink and purple dual chrome multi-chrome shifting eye look for the Cosmic Beauty versus Ensley Rain. So I'm gonna start off with the Cosmic Beauty Delicious Delights, and then we're gonna go into Strawberry Moon. So those are the shades I chose from each palette. So when it comes to this palette, we have Smoothie, Sprinkles, of course I told you that's one of my favorites. Then we have Charms and Delicious. So I tried to keep it simple with the shades that I chose, since I have to do another look after this one. It's gonna be green and pink, so I tried not to do add any green to this, because I was gonna do like a blue, pink, green, like purple type situation. But then I was like, no, let's just do pink and purple, so that way it won't be too much. Plus I just did a blue and like green minty situation a little while ago too, so I'm trying not to get too many similar color combinations. So that's another difficulty about doing these. So anyway, we're gonna start off with the shade Smoothie. I'm gonna try to keep it way up here real close at the top, so it's gonna literally be like our underneath the brow bone type situation, because the rest I want to just do like the purple. I want the purple to be like the main focus in the crease, because I'm gonna try to like do a cut crease situation where I use the purple in the crease and then bring it out to the outer V, and then the sprinkle shade will be like the star of the show on the lid on this side, and then the shade that's equivalent from Ensley Rain will be on the other side. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep it real light and airy up here, and then I'll cut the crease off camera obviously, and to make space for the purple in the crease, and then we'll, you know, go from there. But I feel like I haven't done a pink purple look in forever. I feel like it's usually like pink and green, or like, you know, purple and blue, or purple and green, or sometimes I'll mix purple, orange, and red, or something like that. But I feel like I haven't done literally just a pink and purple look in a while, so I was like excited to try this out, and it was something I haven't done recently, so I knew it wouldn't be a difficulty to get done. Now we're gonna take the shades out of here. So we took the shade Summer Love, because I feel like the other one was gonna be a little too deep. Then I'm gonna take the shade Aster. Then we have these two shades here, Rose Moon and Luna Glow, and that's what the look is with this palette. So let's get into this Summer Love. The only thing that sucks about this palette is it doesn't have a mirror, so I'm gonna have to use a mirror from the Cosmic Beauty palette. And also I found that when I first tried their matte formula, I feel like they changed the formula. Now I don't remember them saying it, but I just feel like they changed the matte formula, because in the Harvest Moon, I feel like the matte formula is totally different than it is in this palette. Like, I wasn't that crazy about the matte formula in this palette, and when I first bought it and like reviewed it, I said that. So after I got Harvest Moon, I felt like the formula had improved and it was better, and it wasn't the same as this one. They never said that they changed it, but like in my mind, they just feel like two different formulas. So I feel like it was just reformulated and I just didn't hear about it. Okay, y'all, so as you can see, the pinks don't look the same. I feel like this pink is a little bit deeper and this one's a little bit more neon-y bright, but so far they're giving about the same. I feel like it's a little thinner than usual. I don't know if it's because it's, you know, the formula of, it's the original formula and not the new formula they came out with, or maybe because it's like brighter neon-y colors, that's why it's a little bit thinner than normal and not as pigmented. But you know, anyway, let's cut this side. Okay, so we have cut it now, and we're gonna start focusing the purple. They both, I think, had 2 different purple shades, but I wanted to keep it kind of like in unison when it came to the purples I used. So I was like, I'm just use the one for the outer V and the crease. Plus, I feel like it give it a reverse kind of like smoky effect all the way around instead of having a lighter one in the crease and then a deeper one for at the back. Because y'all know sometimes when they oxidize, they end up looking the same color anyway. So I was like, I'd rather just, you know, using one shade and know it's going to be like that shade and not have to worry about it oxidizing and being closer to the other shade, and it might as well just been the same shade. That's the one thing I hate about some of the shadows, like when they oxidize, it's like it looks the same and I might as well just, you know, put that one shade on instead of trying to have like a gradient and variation of difference. Or maybe if you're lighter skin tone, like sometimes you can tell the difference, but a lot of times I feel like they just be looking the exact same. I don't see enough difference to where both of them need to be in the palette sometimes, but maybe it's like one is supposed to be for lighter skin tones so they don't have to worry about using a light hand, and another one's for a deeper skin tone. So I try to look at like reasons why stuff is done in palettes. Sometimes it's just supposed to like, oh, it doesn't work for me, so boo. But sometimes I do have the thought like, oh, it doesn't work for me, so boo. Just go ahead and do the outer V of this eye too already, so that way once I get done I can just move into glitter glue. So take more of Charms and put it on the outer V now. So just kind of make that connection. It looks more vibrant in the crease than it does on the outer V, but I think it's because I put it over like a base of white, and the white was already laid down here and it's dry. Maybe that's what's making it different, but I definitely feel like it's deeper on the outer V than it is in the crease. So that's interesting, because normally they usually just look the same all around, but normally I don't like cut the crease to do it, so that could be why. Okay, y'all, so now we gotta cut the other side. I would have did this sooner, but I wanted it to be fresh, so that we can get the best pigmentation out of the purple shadow from that side. So, here we go. The shade Aster. Any day here in Chicago, y'all. I cannot wait to just wrap up in some covers and chill and edit some videos. Cause I'm like, I definitely am not feeling like trying to go anywhere and do anything. You hear me? Not a damn thing. So I'm just like, oh no. I'm thinking hot cocoa and a movie. What movie? I don't know yet. I might watch The Preacher's Wife again. I watched that and now I can't stop listening to I Believe in You and Me. Because I watched it on Christmas Day at my cousin's house, and I'm just like, yes. She's like, I have not seen this movie since 1996 when it came out. I'm like, well, damn. She's like, it was my wedding song with my wedding, and that's why I'm like, oh, okay. Because she's divorced, if you can't realize by me saying that she hasn't listened to it like since her wedding day. And I'm just like, okay. Only trying to do 2 today and wrap up my eyeshadow for 2020, 2024, like the best eyeshadow I used in 2024. So I'm gonna do this eye look, do that video, do my other eyeshadow look, then go sit down and relax somewhere. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna eat for dinner, if I want to order something or if I don't, because I'm thinking about going to Pizza Hut and just getting like a personal pan and some wings and calling it a day. I need to ask my mom if she cooked, because if she cooked it then I won't, but if she didn't, honey, that's what I'm doing. Thank you so much. Okay, y'all, so this is what we're working with. As you can see, this one looks a bit vibrant in the crease versus on the outer V, whereas this one I feel like looks the same all around. So the white on this side didn't make a difference. It still looks, you know, the same. So I'm just like, okay, so let us get the glitter glue and cut the Cosmic Beauty side and then put on sprinkles. I'm so excited for this lid shade, y'all. Like I'm telling you, I feel like it's just gonna be immaculate. Some of y'all, this is like the shimmer I always reach for in this palette. There's only 2 shimmers in this palette I usually reach for. Otherwise, I don't really like worry about it. But look, yes, like look at that. Yes, it's giving. I'm living. I'm obsessed. It's fire. What, girl? What, girl? What? Y'all, tell me that's not fire. No one's listening. No one believes you. Go away. It's fire. It just sprinkles is that girl. Like the amount of reflect and shine as soon as you turn your head, it's like you just, honey, y'all, like I didn't even put the inner corner in and I'm just over here staring at myself like, yes, because it's giving. It's fire. Man, wow. And then let's get some glitter glue and then we can get over to the Ensley Rains. Okay, y'all, so let's get into the shade Lunar Glow. Sorry, no, Rose Moon. Rose Moon is the one we're using on the lid, and Lunar Glow is the one we're going to put in the corner, and Delicious is the one we're going to use in the inner corner on the... It's crazy, y'all, because I feel like they literally look exactly the same. Like, y'all, look at the shifts. Like, they look pretty similar. That's crazy. I feel like the one from Cosmic Beauty has more like reflex and stuff in it and more sparkle, and the shift is harder, but I feel like they're really similar in tone. That's kind of creepy, right? Look how, man, look. Like Cosmic Beauty is definitely giving a little bit more, but it's like they're so close. Like they're so close. So I'm just over like astonished and in awe. Like, okay, okay. So now we're gonna take the shade Delicious and pop that in the inner corner. Y'all, this gotta be like one of my favorite looks I have done in 2024. And I know we like at the end, but honey, like, I know Christmas is over and everything, like we at the tail end of 2024, but honey, this look is giving. I'm here. Yes, sexy, sexy, amazing, amazing. Yes. So we're gonna take the shade Lunar Glow now. Now I will say I feel like the Lunar Glow one does have more shift in it than the one from the Cosmic Beauty side, but like Cosmic Beauty got the beat on the lid and they got Cosmic Beauty beat in the inner corner. So there you go. Let me back on up and talk about my thoughts. We are going to use a hot pink eyeliner. So in the thumbnail, you'll see the sexy hot pink eyeliner. But for right now, we're just working with this. So when it comes to this battle, this is one that was actually pretty hard because both of them have amazing shimmers. Now on the matte tip, I feel like Cosmic Beauty easily has them beat when it comes to that. But it's like when it comes to the shimmers, I feel like they're neck and neck. So I feel like we actually have a tie. Well, no, honestly, even if I did tie Ensley Rain with Cosmic Beauty would still win overall because of price point when it comes to Ensley Rain. So Cosmic Beauty won, y'all, but the looks are definitely tied. Like, and I feel like if the inner corners were different and there wasn't a little slight variation when it comes to the colors of pink, I feel like you wouldn't be able to tell that I have on two different eyeshadow palettes, which is crazy because y'all saw they have two very unique different color stories, but they had enough colors to make a similar colored eye look. So I love doing videos like this. Comment down below and tell me who you thought should have won and why. But y'all know Cosmic Beauty is the winner of this for me. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. 22% who always searching for me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. Fun doesn't have to stop here. Let's be friends over on Instagram to check out the latest fashion, fragrance, palette comparisons, along with glimpses into my everyday life and vlog style content. Make sure you head on over and follow me over on Instagram. I hope you have a great day, and I can't wait to see you over on Instagram. Bye.